Hi guys, this is the first part of our puppy agility. In this part, we're gonna practice the slalom and the jump. You need to practice everything separately. We started with the slalom first. There are different opinions how to build up the first slalom, how to start to practice with your dog. Some people say from the pose you need to build up a channel first and then just get the pools closer to each other, and then later on you build up the present version. But to be fair, to us that didn't really work. She didn't understand why the pools are there, so I just built up this present version, and I'm using a treat, a little hot dog sausage, or any treat will do what your dog go for, because they rather following their nose than anything else in this age. When you take her through the slalom, use a word like a wave or a slalom, but be consistent and use the same word every time when you ask her to do the slalom. And then later on she will learn the name of the obstacle and she will go for it. This is the most difficult obstacle in the agility course, so this is gonna take a very long time to learn thoroughly. First of all, obviously, lots of praise. The best if you go with the dog, and obviously we're talking about a puppy, so that's definitely good for her and you as well to bond together. The next obstacle is the jump. I would recommend the jump to practice the bar, and the very first time just the bar is on the floor, and use the word jump, or again you can use any other word, but be consistent and use it every time. Try to go through or above the bar together with the dog. If you think the dog is not so comfortable and afraid of the bars or the pool, then you can go together between the paws together with the dog when the bar is on the floor, and that's definitely gonna make her much more confident and feel better, because that's definitely a strange situation for the dog. You asking her to go between those stakes, those pools, and she doesn't really understand why she needs to do that. When you think the dog is very comfortable with the exercise and there is no negative feeling from the bar neither or for the pulse, then you can raise very slowly. You can raise the bar. We're using only 10 centimeter high, which is again is not. We cannot really talk about a big high, as she or her leg length is definitely like 30 centimeters. So there's not really an obstacle for her to make a big effort to jump over it. But that's not the point. The point is to have something a little high, so she needs to jump. Later on, if you think the dog is more comfortable, obviously you can raise the high. But I would recommend to take very, very slow steps. Don't go too quickly to a very high, as it's not gonna work out for the dog. Maybe do it on the first time, but later on it's gonna cause problems and might get afraid of the obstacle. The best is if you practice with the dog when you are on both of the side of the dog, so left and the right side, so she can get used to it. I felt like she done both of the obstacle very nicely, so I built up the very first agility course. Obviously, this is just a very small agility course. We don't need to run too much. This is just to connect the jump and the slalom together. You can it's up to you how you're gonna build up your agility course. Everybody can build up in their own taste. This is just a sample, but you can see lots of videos on YouTube what type of agility course you can build up. You can put the jumps after each other, or as I done, first the jump and then the slalom and then a little jump again. So it's absolutely up to you how you're going to variate it. But it's really good for the dog because she can see why was the whole practice, and she can practice with a little run and with a little slalom and jump and everything combined. I think to do this on the very first day is not so bad at all. I know I need to run, so she doesn't do anything without me just yet. But as I said, takes time to be a professional agility person, and the dog to build up all this skill is going to take lots of months, and constantly you need to practice. We don't use the start and the start box and the finish line either right just yet. As I said, today was only about to practice the jump and the slalom. I think she is doing really great. She done a little mistake there. With a mistake, is highly recommended not to go, let it go. You go back if the dog done a mistake, just go back and correct it. But thank you for watching. That was our first part. Look out for our second part as well. Please like and subscribe, and come back to us next time.